Hey, it's Maria, and this is Wealth Creation, a channel where we talk about wealth, finances, financial freedom, passive income, lifestyle, and all those fun things. If you like that kind of information, then subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications. So, okay, today I want to talk about your mortgage because that's kind of a big controversy, I guess, in the financial guru world. A lot of financial people will tell you that it is not good financial sense to pay off your mortgage because you could make more money investing those extra payments somewhere else. And then you have people like Dave Ramsey who are saying pay off your mortgage right away and then invest when you're done. And which is better? So I'm going to give you my thoughts on that, and then you can think about that too and decide what's best for you, because really the thing that's best is the thing that's best for you. So, okay, let's think about this. Are you going to stay in your house forever? I know people who stayed in their house for a really long time. My parents bought their house before I was born and they still live there. So they're definitely lifers. There are other people who move around every few years, either because their work takes them different places or they just get tired of where they are and they move around. Other people have financial disasters and they have to move, or, I don't know, their house burns down or something like that. And those are not nice situations, but it does happen. So you have to think if you're a long-termer or a short-termer, because that will make a difference in what you do. The other thing you have to think about is how close are you to not working anymore or to retiring. So if you are, let's say you're a normal wage earning person and you are in your 40s and you want to retire in your mid 60s, which is kind of like the rule of thumb. So you got 20 years before you're going to retire, and let's say you're going to stay in the same house, okay? Then what do you do? And then there's the other thing about investing. If you start investing today, you're going to have the highest return on your investment because of time. More time in equals more return on your investment generally. So if you spend all that money paying off your mortgage, then you haven't been investing it. So that might put you 5 or 10 years down the road, even starting investing. So it can get really confusing, see? So here's the way I see it. I believe that you should figure out how many years you have until retirement. And then you should figure out how much you need to pay on your mortgage to get it paid off by then. And the reason I'm saying that is because that way you will completely eliminate having to make a house payment once you retire. So you can live on less income when you have less income coming in. For me, if I was going to stay in my place long term, that would be peace of mind. Forget the financial sense. I would be so relieved if I didn't have to pay my house off because it was paid off and I didn't have to come up with that mortgage bill every month when I was retired. That would just be, to me, that would be worth it to pay it off. Now, there's no sense for me to pay it off a lot quicker, and there's no sense for me to carry it out later. So that's what I would do. Number two, I would then invest the rest of the money. So let's say that you figure out, and there are calculators online that can help you do this. You figure out that if you spend an extra $150 a month on your mortgage payment, you're going to pay it off about the time you're ready to think about retirement. That's cool, $150 a month. If you can afford that, that's wonderful. And then let's say that you have an extra $300 that you can then put towards investing. Well, you could use it to pay off your mortgage and get it paid off even quicker, but then you're going to lose all the time that you could be investing and get compounding and all that interest and everything. So for me, I would pay that extra $150 on my mortgage and I would put the rest of the money towards investments. So my investments are growing at the same time as my mortgage is slightly accelerated so I can get it paid off by the time that I'm ready to quit working full time and start enjoying life a little bit more as far as having extra time. So I hope that makes sense. You may decide to do it differently. You need to decide what's right for you, but I think that's a good way to look at it. That's how I look at it, and that's pretty much how I'm doing it. All right, peace out, and here's to our success.